out, and the best bullpen in baseball locked it down, shutting out the Tigers 7-0 in Game 1. Mets rallied for 5 runs in the 8th after getting shut out for the first 7 innings as they rallied back to win Game 1 over the Phillies 6-2. Royals and Yankees in a back-and-forth affair. Yankees win at 6-5 in a game that featured 5 lead changes. First time that's ever happened in a postseason game. And the Dodgers beat the Padres as Shohei Otani hits a 3-run homer in his playoff debut to take Game 1 for Los Angeles. Back here with former Marlins president David Samson, helped the Marlins win the World Series in 2003. Guardians and Yankees both win Game 1 of their series. David, who's your biggest winner from the ALDS on Saturday?
I'd like to take you back to the Yankee game, and let's talk about Clay Holmes, the much-maligned Clay Holmes. Everyone said, off with his head, keep him off the roster, he stinks. Well, he's not a closer anymore, but he gave you 1 2/3 innings pitched with 1 hit. And if he can do that for the Yankees, they desperately need that sort of bullpen help. I think I'm going to give Clay a little love because I've been giving him a little bit of hate for a while. So, Clay, good job helping the Yankees win today.
Yeah, if it can use him as a guy to in the 6th or 7th inning, certainly going to be a huge factor for them as rest of way here in the postseason. On the flip side, the Tigers and Royals lose. Who disappointed you the most in the ALDS on Saturday?
It's very cute when A.J. Hinch says, we're chaos. Tigers chaos. Except when they lose, not so cute. The Tigers' bullpen was horrid. They went with the opener. Holton couldn't get an out. Olsen gave up the 3-run bomb. Madden's giving up runs. All of a sudden, you're looking around and saying, wow, wouldn't it be good if they had more than just Skubal as a starter? The Tigers have been playing well, obviously, one of the best teams in baseball the last couple months. But when chaos doesn't work and it's disorganized, it looks very, very bad.
Yeah, I want to point out real quick, it could have been your winner as well from that game. Cade Smith faced 4 batters and struck out all 4 of them. His fastball is basically unhittable. It's a name that a lot of baseball fans know about it because it doesn't get a lot of love. It's Emmanuel Clase. But look out for Cade Smith in that Cleveland Guardians bullpen.
Well, your bullpen, the Guardian, I call them your bullpen. That's funny.
It is. I'm going to manage it.
The Guardians bullpen is the best in baseball. They needed work. That's why they appeared in this game. Those were not high leverage appearances. But when people see them with a 1-run lead and they are throwing BBs like that, then people will realize how good they are.
In the NLDS, the Mets rally back, scoring 5 runs in the 8th after being shut out for 7 innings. Shohei Otani hits a 3-run homer in his postseason debut. David, who's your biggest winner from the NLDS on Saturday?
For me, the winner in the NLDS for today, I got to give it to Shohei Otani because it's so impressive. He's looking at billboards of his face all over the world. MLB is counting on him, and he comes up with his team down 3, 2 men on, Dylan Cease, and he goes deep with authority. And it was a high fastball around the letters, and it was no match for him. And he was able to get 2 for 5, 3 RBIs. He scored 2 runs. When you get production from Otani right there at the #1 hole in the lineup, obviously it's what the Dodgers need, and he did it. So he's my winner.
I just love the fact, because I think a lot of people forget that baseball in Japan, the bat flips in Japan, they have their own highlight reel. The way that they toss those toothpicks they call bats, those are highlight reel bat flips. Shohei Otani is now showing that in the majors. Like the two-handed, just get out of my hands, chuck of the bat up the first baseline, that's like, that is a thing of beauty. That's the stuff I absolutely love to see, because you want this guy to do well, and it's like you expect, well, just act like you've been there, but it's the postseason. And the fact that he chucks that, David, that made me excited.
If we're going to do a top 5 bat flips ever, I don't know that would be there quite yet.
No, that's not top 5. There's definitely not top 5.
But it's pretty good for him. I'm happy that he was able to do it, but to me, that is not what will define Shohei Otani's nights.
No.
What will define it is his ability to actually get the Dodgers back in the game. Remember, when you're down 3-0, there's a little bit of panic because the Dodgers were swept last year. Here come the Padres. They're up 3-0 immediately, and Shohei just erased that with 1 swing of the bat. It was a thing of beauty.
But what do we like? We like our heroes, the superstars. We like them to show emotion. You remember he played with Mike Trout. Mike Trout Trout didn't show a lot of emotion. It was very muted, very just went by his business, you know, made a catch here and there and would get excited, hit a home run, and maybe he'll flex. But, you know, we like to see emotion. Zach Wheeler had a little bit of emotion. He was frustrated, had a great outing. It was spoiled in Philadelphia. And then in L.A., the Dodgers pick up Yamamoto in his postseason debut. David, who's your biggest loser from the NLDS on Saturday?
It's funny when you see the difference between picking up a starter that doesn't do well and then letting the starter down who did do well. That was the difference in the 2 National League Division Series games today. For me, my loser is clear. I'm giving it to the Phillies bullpen, because when you get a starter like Zach Wheeler, who is the best starter in the playoffs remaining and could win the Cy Young, though Sale likely will, and you've got yourself 7 innings, and then all of a sudden the bullpen implodes. Hoffman, Strom, 6 runs. Oi, it was so bad. Now, it was on track for what the Mets have done, but you cannot allow that to happen at Citizens Bank. You've got to win those games. Hard stop. You've got to win the Zach Wheeler games when he goes 7 innings and a shutty, and the bullpen could not do it. That makes them huge losers today.
Well, we're all winners for what we got to witness in the first games of these division series. They were all really fantastic. I mean, not for the Tigers. They got shut out, but at least for me, I was excited. I mean, the first inning, I didn't sit down at my couch. It was great. David, appreciate it. Much more ahead throughout the Major League Baseball postseason. Plenty of drama on the way, including on Sunday, a doubleheader as the NLDS continues. Mets and Phillies get the day started just after 4 Eastern. And then it's the Padres and Dodgers in the nightcap. Again, you got Yu Darvish against Jack Flaherty as the Padres look to even up that series at 1 game apiece.